better than control. We rather deal with people honestly than deal with people based on control. But that don't look like no construct that people have seen before. Because when they think of organizations, they think of somebody telling everybody what to do all day and this, that, and the other. They don't think of opportunities for honesty as an organizational model. The reality is, if we don't know and we can't experience who you are, how can we help you? How can we be with you? So before we seek to control, we must what? Seek to understand. That's where the European went wrong. He go to Africa, he don't want to understand their culture, their tribalism. He wants to come and tell them what they need and hand out Bibles. We can't do that with each other. We have to see where each other is at and deal with us based on that. So I want people here to know that I'm not dealing with the people here based upon what? What you say to me. I have enough experience in nation building to qualify what people do. What you say to me don't mean nothing. I can see what you do. And my desire to continue to build with you is not based on what you've said to me, but based on my compassion and based upon my understanding of my ability to deal with you, even based on what you're really doing. Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm not blinded. I made a conscious decision that, you know what, I will deal with that. We can grow. We can grow from that. We can grow with that. Do you see what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I'm at that point where I can say, well, I see this brother, blah, blah. He's lying to me there. I see what the hell he's doing. I see what she's doing. But I can work with that. I've seen that before. She's going to go past that. We're going to get past that. And we're going to nation build. They're going to see that. I see them on the path of seeing what that is. You feel what I'm saying? And they're going to learn from that. And we're going to get some work done. Do you see what I'm saying? But I'm too experienced in this to not be able to identify what people are at the path. I wouldn't be a master teacher if I couldn't tell what my students are at. There's no way I could do it. And I've been here and dealt with enough people and seen everything that they can do. I have seen every problem. I've seen every type situation. Do you hear what I'm saying? Twice. Twice. So I see them again. And I'm not going to always say nothing. I'm just going, I see. You follow what I'm saying? So know that you can be real with me, period, about whatever it is. Know that. You can be real with me, period. Because I'm not looking for a facade. I've been too much in the gutter to see facades. Do you see what I'm saying? I've been too much. I've been too in the gutter. I've seen too much in the gutter. I've been down to the bare necessities of people. I have lived among people that was on crack and had to make sense out of deteriorated minds. You follow what I'm saying? Seriously. I have lived among the most craziest people y'all have ever imagined till I learned how to become sane. Because the craziest one I met was myself. Do you hear what I'm saying? So you all can be real. This is a place for us to be real. Not to be this army, to be this, to be that, but to be real people. And to address the real challenges that we have. So that we can grow together. That's what this is. To aggress and perceive our own imperfections. And to be able to see our own perfections. That's why we're here. That's saving the world. That's black supremacy. And to think we're going to deal with anything else than that is to be misled and to be misguided. You follow what I'm saying? You are not here to per se listen to me. You're here to be as hard-headed as you want to till you decide to listen to me. You hear what I'm saying? You're not here to agree with me. You're here to argue with me till you figure out, damn, I'm tired of arguing with him, so let me see what he's talking about. This is a reality. This is the reality of nation building. Nation building is not a neat package that just comes together automatically when people come. It's not like that. We have to sift through and balance our energy to become one homogeneous, real entity. You follow what I'm saying? We have to. We have to come into that energy and come into that vibration. And be real with the people that we're bringing. Don't just be this nationalist, this black supremacist. Black supremacy is being a real people, real person. and carrying yourself up in the supremest way to deal with the real challenges that we face. Am I correct?
That's right.
That's black supremacy. It's not a superman or superhuman being, but a real person that's ready to deal with the challenges that really confront black people. That know we have the potential and the capability with us to address any situation and circumstances that we go into, so we don't have to have fear, lack of confidence, and lack of surety, because we know we have the ability to cope with it. That's black supremacy. Nobody in here wearing capes, and nobody in here is going to get on the top of the roof and fly off. So we can give up that persona. You follow what I'm saying? Of being something less than regular and average human beings. But what makes us beyond average, above average, is that we're willing to go beyond average at any chance that we get. That's black supremacy. So we have the ability here to address ourselves where we're at and position ourselves for success based on what we see ourselves being capable of doing. That's a fact. So I want to open this up for questions. If anybody had any questions or anybody got anything they feel like should be addressed that I didn't touch on, this should be a time that we do it.
Did you talk about passion and emotion? Would you mind elaborating on that?
Yeah.
Because you pretty much understood like what.
Right, exactly. There's a difference in passion and emotion. You can be passionate about something and you can be emotional about something. Passion can be directed. Emotion is usually running wild. You follow what I'm saying? Passion can be directed towards affection, towards something, towards a task or a deed. But emotion is just running rampant in you. Emotions come and go. You feel them one moment and you don't feel them the next. We have to go from being emotional about black supremacy to passionate. Passion will allow you to finish a task from front to end. Emotion will not allow you to sit still to do anything. Emotions make you impractical. Because if you're trying to gauge what you're going to do off emotions, then you really don't know what you're going to do from 1 hour to the next. Because you got to depend on what? What emotion is there, right? So we got to separate emotion from passion. Emotion could be ran out of hate. Some people say, I hate white people. I don't have no hate for white people, honestly. I don't have hate for white people. I'm not ran off hate. And sometimes I feel less angry about white people than I present. Because I know it's necessary that that's presented. I have the courage to present what needs to be presented by those who have reasons to be even angrier than me. Do you follow what I'm saying? Some people have reasons to be angrier than me. They've been in jail for 10 years. Do you follow what I'm saying? You have a reason to be angry. The European came and killed your whole family. Right? You have reasons to be angrier than I do. You have real reasons to be hateful. But you don't have the courage to hate. Because you fear what hatred would do, right? I don't have those reasons to hate Europeans. I don't have those real reasons based on my own personal experience in this life to hate Europeans. When I was homeless, Europeans let me stay in their house. They let me read their books. When black people would not let me, was standoffish, Europeans accepted me. Some of the first followers I had were Europeans. You see what I'm saying? So I don't have real experiences in this life to hate Europeans. Every time I have dealt with a European, they have submitted to what I was talking about, be it the police or any entities. I shut them down real quick. You follow what I'm saying? So how I address Europeans is for a greater audience than me. Do you understand the point I'm making? It's for people whose conditions of what's happening to them, their community, and their people directly should definitely feel that true energy towards Europeans. Do you see what I'm saying? There should be a collective understanding of what they are as how they relate to our people. That's even more important than what they do to me, King Noble. Do you see what I'm saying? We could man this thing off. We could set up an army to lock down this whole community. But because we're at peace, does that mean that our people should feel at peace with the white man? That's what happened with wealthy people. When they get a certain level, they begin to feel that their reality is everybody's reality. I'm smart enough to know, not to know that. You follow what I'm saying? I'm smart enough to know that just because we have a sense of peace, and that in Chicago, no one got whooped like the brother did in Philly, or because people didn't get shot like the people did in New York per se by the police, or the police brutality is not as heavy here in Chicago as it is in other states, that the reality of white supremacy does not exist. See, we know better than that. So why I don't have personal emotional hatred towards white people. If I talk to a European, I can shut them down in 5 minutes without no emotion. And they'll see exactly where I'm coming from. And they won't think I hate them. They'll think I'm absolutely clear on my position. So I don't have hatred towards Europeans. But I know how to direct my energy appropriately to raise the consciousness and the energy of my people with how they should see the European. Do you see what I'm saying? But some people are at a level of hatred vibrationally with the European. It's just an emotional hatred. It's just a level of emotionalism. But it's impractical. Because a person emotional can't even kill a person right. Emotions is overkill. They kill somebody and shoot them 50 times. Like they wasn't dead after 3 shots. And they get caught after the 50th shot. That's emotionalism. So we have to go beyond we can't mix emotionalism with black supremacy. It's not the same thing. While we have a passion for our people, a lot of times emotions come from fear. You see what I'm saying? Emotions are fear-based. Once again, fear of loss, attachment. These are emotions. So I don't have emotional hatred towards white people. You follow what I'm saying? I have directed energy towards the cause of the liberation of our people. Big difference. I can see a white person outside. Do I feel like a serial killer and I want to cut their head off? Well, sometimes I do, but not most of the times. Most of the time, I don't feel that way. Only on a few occasions have I felt like killing every white person in the store. Only a few times I felt that way. Sometimes I see Europeans and I just feel indifferent about them, and I look at them like they're dumb as hell and silly and goofy as hell. Most of the times. I question, I'm curious why they have no rhythm. These are the type of thoughts that come to me when I see Europeans. I don't feel like Charles Manson, the black version of Charles Manson. It's just not me. But Europeans that attack our community and our people need to be dealt with. They need to be dealt with, no question about it. And our people need to be in the mind frame and the mentality that when they do attack our people, that they need to be dealt with. Make no question about that. Some people say, I don't believe you could ever have hate or think of violence towards a European. I said, well, you have never been attacked by one of them. Because if you are, then you understand that you're going to have violence towards a European. They say, I'll never believe in violence. Well, you just believe in being beat the hell out of you, man. Because you never know when you will be attacked and when you're going to have to fight back. So to say you don't believe in any violence towards a European is to be an idiot. Do you understand the point I'm making? They would be more logical to say if they didn't believe in unjustified or unnecessary violence towards Europeans. But they don't make that argument. They say, I think we all should love each other. So when your European come to attack you, you're going to think about love while you under attack. Like there are no European criminals that have attacked black people. That's how irrational that is. If a burglar that's white breaking in your house, what you going to say? Because we only think black people are burglars. You're going to say, well, I just love everybody. But if a black person breaks in your house, you're going to shoot that man. So, I mean, it's a white supremacist argument to say you should never have any violence towards Europeans. That don't even make sense.